last one just because that's how the game goes. I'll cut you down in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
So this is a very technical category. We're going to be doing a lot of wrong warping. Not very familiar, similar to what we saw in DKC2 earlier, but this one dictates your output as to, that was a really good extendo. It dictates your output as to how you deal with the invisible object that you get, which we're going to see Lumophile get quite a few invisible objects. He's going to store his invisible objects. He's going to break them all, mainly in one level, which is in World 6, which we're going to get there soon. I got the speed pen ready.
Got the task ready.
So right here, he's going to do what's called the split up glitch, which is going to make the game think that Diddy is on the screen when he's actually not.
Nice.
And here, we are now in World 3, Orangutan Gang.
Now, the death is very intentional.
Very intentional. So if he were to die on actual like solid ground, then the game would soft lock. So he has a pre-done file already, just in case we do get a soft lock. That way, we're not going to have to go through the entire run all over again.
Gonna try to stay pure and not use it, but
sometimes you have to, you know.
Yeah, sometimes the game's not nice.
So this is where the magic really starts. He's going to grab the bird, Espresso, and
so there, you ride the tin can, you jump off the tin can and jump on the bird at the same time. The bird picks up the tin can. And I may have just screwed up my IDs there, we'll see.
The bird is pretty much holding an invisible object right now.
We use that invisible object to open this bonus. And now I need to... So he said split up glitch before, so now when I get my Kongs back, I'm going to control both of them at the same time. And I exit the bonus of both of them at the same time, and now we're in World 6.
Nice.
So this is very identical to the any percent route, or 7% I think it's called. 7 or 8%.
7.
Or 7, yeah.
I forget even.
So there are 3 ways you can do this level. You can do it with Diddy, just monkeys. You can do it with the bird by wrong warping like we just did, and you can do it with the rhino, which is the semi-intentional way. Get familiar with this level because we're going to be revisiting it quite frequently. It's the hub, I guess, of reverse boss order.
This is where we do all the warps to go back to the other levels from, or the other worlds from. This is probably my favorite stage in the game, using Espresso and Mincers. Shoutouts to dodging your bird.
Nice job.
Ditching your bird.
So he's going to beat World 6 right now, but he's not going to go fight King K. Rool. He's going to run warp back to the first world, but first we're going to do a funny trick. It's called the super jump roll, and I'll just let it speak for itself. Hopefully you can get it. It's just a super jump. So basically, the super jump roll is the trademark trick of a Donkey Kong Country speedrun. Is a jump roll combined with a super jump.
Frame perfect trick.
Very frame perfect.
No meme.
No, no memeing at all.
Like actually 1/60th of a second to hit the Y button as you are landing on an enemy while you have a super jump charged. So what happens is you end up flying over the top of the stage as you do with any super jump, but since you also have a jump roll, you also go left to right very fast. And since you're rolling, you can roll through enemies up to 5 to make you go faster.
And then your speed caps.
Yes. And it is obviously much faster than what I'm having to do here. I hate that jump.
That's a very spooky jump.
Not gonna lie.
That is not spooky jump, but that is a spooky jump.
Coming into Loopy Lights. There is a super jump roll you can do here, but I don't envision he's going to be going for it.
I mean...
Or maybe he will. Maybe.
99% chance that I don't get it, but I'll go for it for the meme. It saves 3 seconds. It's another frame perfect trick with a much harder setup than the last one. And then the problem that I was having earlier today is I was just getting the wrong frame, so I was only getting a jump roll, not the super jump roll.
Some of these jumps are really spooky. So here he's going to take damage, and so to swap his monkeys, charging a super jump, and no, unfortunately.
Yeah, my setup was bad. Oh, I ate my Y. Setup was bad, so I didn't have the opportunity to hit the frame, actually. cool piece of tech right here called tire rolls. They're very spooky when you just first start out, but basically you land on a tire and you roll off of it. Easy as it sounds.
Pretty much.
Save a lot of time in a lot of places. Make you roll.
Nice job. So here's going to be the first jump roll that we're going to see in the game, in Platform Perils. Usually when you're at this level in a speed run, you're relieved because it's almost over. But we're just getting started, folks. With a precise setup
out there.
right here, land it.
Too early.
A little too early, yeah.
So if you're too early, you will just roll through the enemy. If you're too late with your setup correct, you'll bounce off of them. But it's okay though, because we get to show off some pretty hard platforming in this stage.
Very hard platforming.
I don't do the hardest tech, but shout out to Danae who taught me that. The $0.0.00 double naughty extendo.
It's where you press Y and then you press Y again.
Definitely a key to this game is
Golden
press
barrel.
Y.
Golden barrel just for you guys. It loses like a couple seconds, I think, but
It's very much worth it. Oh, spooky. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
so this is Neki. He's a jerk, as all birds are jerks.
All birds are jerks.
First spawn's always in the upper right. After that, he can be in either right or left, either top or bottom. And the lower spawns are the faster ones, just because you can hit them a little bit sooner, like that. It's a lot harder to get up on top of him and like dodge the walnuts or whatever they are that he's spitting out at you. But luckily, he's mostly nice to me, mostly bottom spawns. And so this is where the route diverges from any percent. The level, like you see the crockhead there, to enter the fight with K. Rool is there, but his ship's not there, so we're just gonna wait until his ship shows up. He's obviously not ready to fight me yet.
Here's another jump roll. There are two that you can do in this game. The one that saves the most time, it's called Krem Tut, because you do the jump roll off of a Kremling. Tut, because this level is called Tanked Up Trouble, so we just use the anagram, I guess it's called. And the other one that you can do, which is usually considered a backup, is called Bird Tut, where you do the jump roll off of a vulture later on. So this would be where we would do Krem Tut off of
This guy on the left right here.
that guy right there, but
It's a really hard trick. It's frame perfect, obviously, to get to jump roll, as any of them are. But that's not even the hardest part of the trick. The hardest part of the trick is wiggling in between two Bs later. So I was late on the press there. That's why I bounced off.
but your setup was good.
Yeah, setup was good though. I'm gonna make sure I get that. No consolation prize. I'm not good at that one for whatever reason.
It's almost like it's a frame perfect trick or something.
Except there's something about rolling off of tires onto enemies makes the window wider. There's been legends of jump rolls that are up to 7 frames, but that's fake news. Don't listen.
Swaggy tire.
They're taking the tire for a ride.
It's your tire buddy. He helps us get that tin can up there.
We were gonna take him with us because he was just too tired.
Oh.
So all in all, this stage isn't really that difficult, so it's really nice to skip it. Plus, when you get Bird Tut, that saves like 45 seconds or so, instead of having to go through all this stuff. But what can you do? One frame tricks.
Yeah. 1/60th of a second to press the Y button. And you made
But
it
in
out.
reality, every jump roll, you have about a 50% chance to get it.
Yeah, 50-50% chance. I mean, either you get it or you don't, so very obvious.
So back in Mincers, we're gonna do some magic.
This is where the game gets kind of crazy. So now we're gonna start doing what's called invis storage. So like before, where I threw the barrel and then start select out of the level and then got hit over pit and voided out. Now we're gonna do that, and then when I get my Kong back, I'm going to grab another DK barrel and then kill one of them that is holding one of the barrels. I shouldn't have waited there.
Take it safe. Take your time.
And then when I get it back, he will spawn with an invisible object. And so the really bad thing about this trick that makes this run really, really difficult is while you have split up glitch active, if you take damage, you soft lock. I'll explain more about that later.
That's okay. He's going to farm lives here because we are going to be intentionally killing ourselves quite frequently, and we're going to need all the lives that we can get. When you jump on an enemy 8 times like a Crusher, or if you jump on 8 different enemies in a row without stopping, you get a life.
So this is the only run that I know of in DKC that you actually need to farm lives in order to complete the route.
Yeah.
The number that you start with is not enough. Why I died there intentionally, if you start select out of that level, the game thinks that you actually never left Manic Mincer, so you go back to Manic Mincers, which just undoes all the stuff that you just did. And obviously dying there is much faster than completing the level.
So here he's going to be killing himself over a pit again, because if you do it over a platform, you're going to soft lock. And then we're going to go back to Orangutan Gang, or as we call it, O-Gang.
Oh, nice.
Good job.
So that's a trick called map warp. We didn't explain it before. Now's a good time. When you have one Kong, or both of your Kongs in the Funky's Flights barrel, as long as you only have one sprite on the overworld at a time, there are corners. There are 4 of them in World 1. And you will stop there for 1 frame as your Kong switches direction. If you press one of the face buttons as if you were to enter a level, as you enter all other levels, the game sends you into various places, one of them being O-Gang right here. The game doesn't expect it to be a level entrance, so it just doesn't know where to throw you, so it throws you in here, and then since you effectively wrong warp to this level, you actually cannot start select out. Since you're stopped from 1 frame, again, that's another frame perfect trick, but all you have to do is hit one of the face buttons on that frame that you were stopped, so it's not too bad.
So you're avoiding that DK barrel intentionally, because if you were to break it, Diddy would come with you. And as you know, with the split up glitch, you would have to control both Kongs at the same time.
We don't want Diddy back yet.
Not quite yet. This is actually one of the harder wrong. Oh no.
Ooh, that's fine.
That's okay. We can set this back up again. This is actually one of the harder wrong warps in the game, going to World 5 from World 3. It's a 3-frame window. Does the ostrich still have an invis?
No, that's why I have to go back and beat the level again.
Oh, right, yeah. So we're going to beat the level again and re-enter it to set up what we just did.
So the real problem with what happened there is I lost the ability to create an invisible object on the halfway barrel. So I have to beat the level again to respawn the halfway barrel. The split up glitch is still active, so if I were to get hit there, I would have soft locked, but luckily I was on the bird, so it's fine. So we just start the level over again, and then take our tin can over to the bird, do the same thing where we jump off the tin can, jump on the bird at the same time, clash the tin can on the halfway to get the invisible object, and carry the invisible object with the bird over to the bonus. But this time we're going to open the bonus differently. And this one is a 3-frame trick, and it is absolutely necessary in order to progress in the run. So this one sucks.
Take 2. Void Prey.
Raise your Void Praise.
Can we get some silence in the country, please?
Bless your RNGs. Maybe. I don't feel good about it. Yo, we did it.
Yo, nice job. So that is a 3-frame window that he just hit. Very hard to tell whether you hit it or not by the way you enter the bonus. You want to get sucked in immediately to the entrance as opposed to walking in with the animation. But that's the hard part of the run. Essentially, this is the very hard part. You're in the clear, for the most part.
There's one other really bad one later on, but that's I guess boss number 1, we'll call it. The first real blockage that you get.
We're going to see him do manipulate the elevators with the cameras so that he can just go all through them like that.
And then there's a skip right here. This is Ellie skip. This is not DKC3.
Here. That's okay.
I goofed it.
It doesn't lose that much time. Oh,
That's fine. We have a prize in store.
This is fine.
so for all of you who donated for Donkey on guard, here you go. So a little bit more about the fish in between all three games. This one is definitely probably one of the more overpowered fish in the game. The trilogy, I should say. It's not at all like DKC2 or DKC3 where you can just mash the Y or the B button. You have to actually
can't charge.
Yeah, you can't charge, but you have to actively time your lunges. There's a rhythm that you follow. Much like any of the other water levels in the game, or the trilogy, you'll want to cut the corners as best as you can. Keep your fish as long as you can.
I botched the setup.
I
I
don't
was
think-
going to go for it, but...
We're not going to see a triple mincer clip. We'll see a single mincer clip.
So I got stuck on the rocks there just before what we call a triple mincer clip. As you saw a couple other times, you can pretty much like clip through mincers without taking any damage on guard, just based upon his iframes during his lunges. Because you can't kill the mincers, but the mincers can't kill you because you have iframes. So what happens is you just end up going straight through them.
Can you actually go back in that level? I really like that song. So yeah, here we're going to do a trick that's called rolling in the air. What you got? Basically, the game still thinks you're on the ground, so it's going to let you roll and jump. He's going to try to go for a jump roll here.
Nah,
He's
never mind.
going to let it go. Okay.
Yeah, you can't roll through ropes otherwise.
Yeah, you kind of clip through the rope there.
They pull you back.
That was interesting.
You see that a lot in Temple Tempest in World 3.
So with the jump roll there, if you end up too late on the roll and you bounce off the bird, you lose your rolling through air glitch and you just die, and I'd rather just not die.
Yeah, you don't want to die any more than you need to in the game, in the run, I should say. Interesting thing about the rolling in the air glitch is that as soon as the game detects a ground, like a tire on a platform, it cancels out the glitch. Whoa, that was spooky. So
Shout out to the boy teaching me that.
you can't actually roll through the entire level. Eventually, you are going to have to stop.
Shortly after halfway, where there were those couple bees, you come over a little like platform section like that, and you lose your rolling through air glitch.
So here we're going to enter Bob. Hi, my name is Bob, and I'm a level. Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Stands for Blackout Basement. A level which would be significantly easier if they just stopped turning the darn lights off.
Nosferatu.
This level is cycle-based, so if your movement is the same throughout the whole level, then you should be more than fine. To just do whatever you'd like. Roll as deep as you'd like.
Spooky rolls right there in the dark.
Lumo making it look easy.
I only recently changed my route there.
Careful for that claptrap at the end. He will own you. So this is the objectively one of the easier bosses in the game because he kills himself. This is the boss Dum Drum.
So one of the different things about this run is you intentionally lose one of your Kongs in order to set up the wrong warps that you're going to do after every world. And the best time to sacrifice your Kong is during a boss fight because you don't get freeze frames when losing Kongs. So a lot of boss fights will be fought with one Kong intentionally.
So he has one more cycle left.
Slap slide.
A little bit of a slap slide there.
I'm.
Ooh, that was close, but we did it. Good job. So now we're going to move on to back to World 6th, to Manic Mincers, and we're going to do it all over again. But this time we're going to warp to World 4.
This time we're going to do it as Donkey, so it's really spooky because if you're Donkey, you're dead.
Generally the rule in this game, if you're Donkey, you're dead.
So a bit more of an explanation. Why I throw the DK barrel and start select out of the stage while it's still in the air. If you still have it, the game thinks you haven't thrown it. If it hits the ground, you get your Kong back. If it's still in the air when you start select out, the game thinks you have your Kong back, but you actually don't. And then why you kill yourself on an enemy and then void out on the bottom of the stage. When you get hit, it thinks your Kongs have switched, but you don't actually have your second Kong, so you would soft lock. But the game now thinks that your second Kong is in front. And if you void out the bottom, it takes you back to the world map. So now it actually thinks I'm playing as Diddy right now. So when I get my other Kong back, I just did that wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking because I'm talking. It's okay, we'll set it up again. I should not talk.
So yeah, you saw that Diddy was the one that died, but Donkey was the one that stayed alive. And we were controlling Diddy after everything is said and done. Again, gonna set up the split-ups glitch. Avoid the soft lock.
So now it thinks I'm Diddy, is summation of all that. But I'm still Donkey, I still have Donkey's attributes.
As much as it looks like you can go under that mincer, don't try this at home.
That mincer's the biggest bait ever. You can actually go under it, but it takes a very precarious setup. It's very tight. I do not recommend. You can actually jump over both of those mincers, but it's marathon strats, so. This looks really spooky, but you can make that. So now this time, instead of sending Diddy into the pit, killing Donkey, get Donkey back, set down the invis.
Happy Donkey there.
Yeah, that was weird.
And now we're in Torchlight.
World 4. You get to skip the longest level in the game, Octopus Chase, unfortunately. But fortunately, it does house. Oh no, it does house the best music in the game.
The thing about Torchlight is normally you avoid the bird because he causes lag, and it seems to be very random. And you sort of like get a feel playing the level enough for how long you need to hold buttons, and it varies with the lag. So I'm just having a heck of a time right now.
Having a heckin' time.
Yeah. You sort of just feel like, oh, I need to hold it for this long and then release. And then because of the lag, you actually don't hold the buttons as long as the game thinks you are, or vice versa. You think you're holding it longer than the game thinks you are, so you end up not jumping as far or rolling as long, etc. So that's the only downside of that warp, is it spawns you with Squawks, which is the same Squawks as later. He's just a baby now, so instead of carrying you, he carries a light.
There's going to be another super jump roll that he's going to attempt. Setting it up. So far, so good. Ah,
Early on the roll.
a little too early. That's okay.
So this stage actually has some pretty cool tie rolls, some decent platforming.
I was very sad when this level got the super jump roll discovered. Very sad.
I just don't like it because there's some hard tricks that are required for optimal, and I'm not good at them. A couple tire rolls there that I'm scared of. Usually, what is going on? Right here, you can skip this cycle, but it's very tight. I don't like doing it. And this one as well. So, the way I'm playing right now, I shouldn't.
That's a neat little tire roll. We're out of there.
Skip a cycle by rolling under the bees there. This fight's pretty interesting. You get to do a couple different glitches. Well, assuming I can set the arc right, hopefully. There's actually collision up there, so you can hang out up there. Hit the beaver as soon as he's vulnerable. And then if you run Donkey into him while he's like laughing at you, it skips the last cycle. And obviously, since we want to get rid of Donkey to do the next warp, and you don't lose freeze frames since it's on a boss, that's just like a win-win-win there to sacrifice Donkey.
Back to World 6.
So now we get to do it all again. The only thing different here is I actually have to enter mincers, start select out, because the game thinks I never actually left mincers. What fixes that, though, is either taking a developer-intended warp or entering another bonus. So otherwise, my DK barrels wouldn't have been there if I didn't start select out at the beginning of the level. You have to do that after worlds 4 and 3. But after 5 and 2, it's 6, 5, and 2, it's fine because you enter both like warps and bonuses, so your last exit is overwritten. So we're going to end up using the same warp that we did to get to World 5. Going to go back to 1-1 and then map warp to Ogang. Since we already have Ogang beaten, but we can't start select out from map warp, we just go on the stage and die intentionally. I wanted to show it.
Never lucky.
I know, never lucky.
Never, ever lucky.
So same thing. We get here, die immediately just to try to save frames. Save a lot of time, actually,
again.
not just frames. Dang.
Love this
Dang,
trick.
dude. Yeah. Okay, well,
Nice trick.
it averaged out.
Nice trick.
So we die in 1-1 because that's the quickest way to get out of the stage and get where we're going, and then again die there because it's the quickest way to get out of the stage and get where we're trying to go. So now we're in Clam City, another water stage, and boy oh boy, do we have another treat for you. We've just received a donation of 420 Creme coins. We've exceeded our goal of 69 Creme coins, and you get Donkey on guard, usually, hopefully. Yeah, well, maybe not.
There goes on.
Yeah, he's gone.
There's another. Oh, no, we're good. Oh!
It's okay, it's okay.
It's okay, there's another fish.
Hey.
There's always another fish.
There's always a bigger fish.
Again, you're just in this water levels, you're just trying to cut the corners. Time your lunges as best as you can. There's a climb at the end that you can clip through.
It's difficult. I don't know how to do it. Not gonna lie.
Right there.
Yeah.
Almost.
Little early.
So even though I just made a fool out of King Zing, we're gonna have to answer to Queen Bee.
Yeah.
It's his ride.
This is actually like one of my favorite boss fights. Not gonna lie, fighting Queen as Donkey. I don't know. It's just
The
it's-
back throws.
Yeah,
They're really neat.
I think that's what makes it the fun part.
Yeah. And there's a part where you intentionally kill Donkey, which I think is great. There we go. We're almost there.
So this is the last hurdle of the run, warping back to World 2. I don't have a frame window for you. I don't know how wide it is, but it is very small and very unforgiving. You have to get hit by that Crusher, by the bonus, also starts like that here, in order to get the DK barrels back. You have to get hit by the Crusher as you're setting down the invisible barrel. Not easy. Hopefully, though, my setup comes through for me and we can get it first try.
So again, he's killing himself here to make the game think that he's Donkey when he's actually Diddy. Very tense.
A lot less tense than when you're Donkey, but still it's kind of nerve-wracking to know that anytime I hit any one of these mincers,
It's over.
it's over.
So here we go. Killing Diddy, getting him back.
That's fine. No, it's not fine.
That's
Never
not
mind.
fine.
It's not fine anymore.
That's not fine anymore. Oh, he's gonna set up the split up glitch again.
You've
Makes
only
the
got
game
3
think
lives,
that he
too,
is.
just so you know.
Yeah, if I don't die, I have enough lives.
Yeah.
'Cause you can actually end the game with -1 lives. The game lets you do that. But I probably should farm more because I probably won't get this trick first try, I'm not gonna lie. It's just not easy.
I believe as well.
Raise your void praise, bless RNG.
Whatever emoji makes you happy. So picking up the barrel again, sacrificing Diddy, getting it back,
Yeah, you saved the life there.
put it down. Looks
That
okay.
Might be okay, actually.
Looks okay to me.
Farming as Donkey is also harder because you move slower left to right, so it's a lot harder to land on them. Yeah.
He has
But
enough lives now. But
Yeah, I only need a few, but still.
Here we are.
Nope.
No, we're back in World 1.
Yeah.
That's okay. We got lots of lives. We're very, very ahead of estimate.
Oh, yeah, nice. First time I looked at the timer.
Yeah, you're on pretty good pace right now.
I'm not gonna cut PRS though, unfortunately.
It's kind of funny actually. You can beat this. You can use this category to beat the game faster than if you play all the stages. I guess it makes sense because you don't play all the stages in this. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, like it's a good comparison though because you have like very similar times. Right now, the quest in all stages is the first 31. There are 6 frame perfect tricks, jump rolls, super jump rolls that save tons of time. And obviously, it's very hard to hit them. Very hard to be consistent. But it is possible. Yeah, we did it.
We're in there.
So
Nice.
now we're in Reptile Rumble. Everybody's favorite animal buddy. You all know him. You love
Winky.
him.
Shout out
It's
to
Winky.
Shoutouts to Joe _
But there's one better though.
Frog.
Frog C.
We don't like Winky that much, so we take Ramby.
Oh, the bully. No.
But it's really hard to play as Ramby, not gonna lie, in this stage.
Almost impossible.
Yeah.
So this is Bouncy Bonanza. You can imagine why it's called Bouncy Bonanza. There are a lot of tires you bounce off of. We're out of there. Let's finish the rest of World 2. We got another developer-intended warp in this level.
This one will blow your mind if you didn't know about it as a kid. Remember this whole level and how it was not fun? Oh, now we're at the end of it. All you have to do is turn left.
And avoid this guy.
And there's some
Left.
weird mechanic with the rock crocs there. If you roll as they pass through you, since they're invincible and you're supposed to be able to kill enemies while you're rolling, they just don't hurt you and you just pass right through them. I don't know why.
So we're going to see the final super jump in the game.
Right, so we were talking about super jumps before. The thing is, you get hit and run your Kong into a ledge. That's not great.
Oh, that's not good.
We'll go back and get another Kong. The one thing that I said I didn't have to worry about, you remember what that was? Yeah.
The one that was free?
That one
Yeah.
trick that's free that I don't have to worry about in practice.
Remember what I said about it?
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's free until it isn't.
Getting hacked in
It's either
2018.
free or it's
Hey,
not.
watch your language.
Whoa,
Sorry.
whoa. Oh.
All right, now it's
Jump in a pit.
what? Yeah, we'll just wait.
Jump in a pit.
We'll wait.
Or you can still do it with, yeah, I guess.
So, you get hit. Your Kong runs into a ledge. They jump off the top of the screen. That stores a super jump. And then, as long as you hold jump and land on an enemy when you get your Kong back,
Nice
you
back
go
up.
up infinitely.
Good job. And then we fight Neki again. Back to World 6. Back to World 1, and then we're going to fight the final boss. So time for the final boss is going to be when the banana falls.
So again, we want to sacrifice Donkey here, just because we want Diddy for the next warp.
But this is not the final boss.
Yeah, this is not him.
$34.13.
Actually, though, nice split.
That would have been a good split.
Nice split.
Nice.
34-13 is a hotly desired time in this game. It is permanent world record. So don't have to start select here because we both went into bonuses and took warps, so the DK barrels are back. But we still need to set up split up glitch again the same way and set up invis storage the same way in order to warp back to World 1. This warp's going to be different from the other one that we were doing to go back to World 1 because we haven't beaten 1-2 yet, and this takes us 2/3 of the way, roughly, through 1-3. So we skip all of 1-2 and most of 1-3.
Puts you really pretty much at the end of the level.
But it's spooky, though, because you come out as Donkey by yourself, and obviously if you're Donkey, you're dead.
We're going to see just how great these hitboxes are.
This one's pretty much free. I say that as I mess it up. No, it's good, though.
Yeah, you're good.
You just have to hold the invis and get hit by the Crusher, and then you come out.
Nice job. So this is the end of the level.
Don't do it to us again like that.
So here's another instance of aquatic ambience. Everybody shut up.
So in order to save time, you're supposed to swap as you swim upwards in water, but
I guess nobody heard me.
no, well, I'm explaining this reward that they're about to get, Dustin. 3 for 3. Donkey on guard. You're welcome.
Hashtag blast.
Yeah.
Again, clipping through an enemy because the fish is OP in this game.
That's like the first time I've got it all week. No meme.
He's just copying me.
No, like actually. Hey, shark skip. Nice.
It's a shark skip where we skip the shark.
Actually, though.
Good tunes.
What do you say?
Wah, wah, wah.
Wow, wow, wow.
Shoutouts to Nate. If someone has the clip, I want you to lick the official soundtrack. I think it's somewhere in the Donkey Discord.
So he wanted to swap in the water actually because it saves more time,
Yeah.
but we had to do the donkey on guard.
Because you want to be Diddy for this.
It is NASA.
So this is another level that blows your mind if you didn't know about the skips, because there's a lot of really annoying barrels that you have to time, but you can just skip all of them really
Not
well.
anymore.
Yeah.
With Lumophile, you too can skip every single level.
Donkey looks like he's having the time of his life while
Yeah.
he flies.
Never gone this fast in his life.
So the penultimate boss.
Hardest boss in the game, actually, though. Hardest to beat optimally.
You'll want to hit him while he's on his descension from jumping.
It's actually decent, except for the beginning.
Nice fight.
Okay,
So this,
so now we have beaten all of the bosses, world 6 through 1 in reverse order, and K. Rool's ship is here. He's ready to fight, so
This,
we're going
this
in.
might be sub 40. No, it's not. It's like a 40-20. A good DKC2 time.
What was my Neki split?
37, 50 something.
So add 230.
Yeah, so it's going to be, yeah, 42x.
So the tech on this guy is what we call crownless. He throws his crown at you, and you want to jump on him as close to him releasing his crown as possible. If you're perfect, you don't even see his crown, but it's tough. That's purely swag. There's no time saved there, but you don't have to avoid the cannonballs if you're Diddy, because you can squeeze between them.
You're dropping an ad German in chat if you can.
It really helps out the stream.
It does. You've seen him though,
I've seen him. So this is actually like today's the first day I've ever done this, so I feel pretty good about this.
Chilling out,
Yeah?
you know,
It's a stressful run, so
a really
any
hard
chance you
fight.
get to take a chill pill, you take it.
So we have knocked out K. Rool, and we're feeling pretty good about ourselves. We're gonna get a credit roll right here.
Okay, well, it's funny that they misspelled credits.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
I get the feeling these are not the real credits.
Wait a minute, Claptrap, that's one of the bad guys, right?
Yeah.
So did
He's
they?
a great
This is a
hold
good
on.
game. A bad guy can't make this game. I don't think it's over yet.
The
Even
end.
the game doesn't
Glory.
think it's over.
A
Is it the
glory.
end? Let's keep playing and find out.
Yeah.
Wait, did they spell with a U?
Yeah. I know.
Oh my god, it's not the end. Be careful.
He's back up. Whatever are we going to do?
Just be careful whatever you do.
There's actually another piece of tech in this fight. We'll see if Lumo can pull it
Oh,
off.
we're gonna do it. Don't you worry.
Mirror
Nice.
K rule.
Mocking the man himself.
Imitating K. Rool
And
jumps.
that's it. Time
All
will
right,
be
time in the banana drop. And time.
40-10. Nice,
Nice
run.
Very
run.
nice.
Good
Nice
job,
run.
Nemo. Nice job. Here's your pen back.
Thanks. Yeah, this is actually a task.
It's a
tool
task
assisted
run.
speed run.
Task run, yeah.
Task run.
And I helped.
A tool-assisted task run.
Again, shout outs to the Donkey community. Shout outs to all the support. Shout outs to my couch right here. Love you guys. Everyone's very supportive. If you're interested in learning any of these games, yeah, Void case. If you're interested in learning these games, I suggest you hit up the Discord, hit up the wiki. Everyone's very, very welcoming, very inviting. I've been around for about 2.5 years, and I mean, I just love everybody in there. So, highly recommend.
We got our bananas back.
Yeah, okay, so the lore of this game is K. Rool stole our bananas and we stole them back. So,
We
GG.
just took him back.
Shout out to Potassium.
Okay.
Yeah, Donkey Kong, what a game.
What a game.
What a game.
And it's not over yet. This guy's another run coming.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've stay tuned for more.